Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to SICW Wrestling Explosion. We are fresh off of this past Saturday's fantastic card in the East Carondelet Community Center, where we saw all sorts of action that we'll catch you up on as we progress in the upcoming weeks in Wrestling Explosion. Today, specifically, we'll be taking a look at the Classic Wrestling Championship on the line as champion Flash Flanagan defends against former champion Ron Powers. Chaz Wesson goes one-on-one with the monster, the 330-pound Baracas. And plus, Herb, we have an extra special matchup that we'll call a special engagement. It was a special Saturday this past Saturday. What are your thoughts, sir?
I'm tired.
I'm telling you, there was a lot going on.
What a night this past Saturday. I want to first thank all the fans who are out there watching today on Wrestling Explosion. If you were in the East Carondelet Community Center, I hope you were one of the fortunate ones that had a seat.
It was at capacity.
Capacity crowd. A lot of action. Special, like you said, announcement with our good friends Brian and Dubray from the Missouri Wrestling Revival. You're going to take a look at that. That was a secret we kept for a couple of months from Dubray. And
we know how difficult it is to keep a secret in the wrestling business.
You aren't kidding. but yeah, a great night. A lot of action taking place. The championship match. Some people were upset with that, and you'll see what we're talking about.
The wonderful Hall of Fame ceremony, of course. A fantastic evening once again in the East Carondelet Community Center. Once again, thank you to all the great fans. But enough chit-chat. Folks, let's get to the action.
The old season is over. The new season is coming. The Gateway Grizzlies are building for a spectacular 2015 campaign. The talent will be strong, hard-hitting, solid defense, reliable pitching. Plus, as always, the Grizzlies will have a schedule of superb promotions. It will be fun for the entire family at the right price. The Grizzlies were named the Frontier League Organization of the Year. The home for all this baseball excitement is the remarkable GCS ballpark. Make plans now to enjoy baseball the way it should be in 2015. For more information and updates, go to gatewaygrizzlies.com.
Unique and affordable gifts and collectibles on the internet are available at the Black Bear Haversack Trading Post. Go to blackbearhaversack.com. Semi-precious stones, bone horn and soapstone items, abalone shells, genuine coyote and water buffalo teeth pendants, products for Civil War, medieval, and Renaissance reenactments, and so much more. For a 10% discount, mention SICW number 7 when you place your order. It's blackbearhaversack.com for top quality at reduced prices.
If you and your friends are looking for a great time, visit Stoney's Sports Pub at 3001 West Main in Belleville, Illinois. Gather your friends for some of the coldest beers and specials and join some of the best sports talk around. Don't forget to say hello to Shane Freeman and his very friendly staff. If you're looking for a great place to kick back and relax, it's Stoney's Sports Pub at 3001 West Main in Belleville, Illinois. Again, that address is Stoney's Sports Pub at 3001 West Main in Belleville, Illinois. We'll see you there.
Folks, welcome to Wrestling Explosion. I'm Drew Abenhouse here with Herb Simmons, and here we go. Flash Flanagan outside the ring here, the defending champion, going one-on-one with the former champion, the one and only Ron Powers.
Well, and what a matchup this is, Dr. Drew. I mean, these guys, there's no love lost between these two. Those of you fans who's been following SICW knows Flash Flanagan is hated by almost everybody, and he makes no bones about it.
No, he's somebody who's not worried about making a lot of friends.
He says he doesn't need anybody, he doesn't need any tag partners, and he's held that title now for quite a long time. But right here tonight, he's got his work cut out against the former SICW champion, Ron Powers.
Absolutely right. Flash Flanagan has the size disadvantage in this matchup. Of course, Ron Powers an inch or two taller and probably around 45 to 50 pounds heavier than Flash Flanagan. So Flash Flanagan, although you can't encourage it, he may be forced to rely on some of his underhanded tactics, although he would tell you he doesn't need them because these two gentlemen right here, they can brawl with the best of them. They can wrestle technically with the best of them. And heck, Flash Flanagan, I know once upon a time was quite the high flyer. I don't know if I could say the same about Ron Powers, but these are two guys that no matter what you throw at them, they are ready to respond with a pretty brutal right fist right to the face. So this will be a barn burner right here, folks. And you can see right here, the greatest crowd in anywhere in wrestling in this area, the SICW wrestling fans filling up the East Carondelet Community Center to celebrate this special evening with us.
Well, and it was a special evening, and I'm just so pleased and honored that the fans continue to support SICW, whether it's here in the East Crown Lake Community Center or whether it's up at Swansea, Illinois, where we will be on November the 14th for a fundraiser there for the fire department. These fans continue to come out and support it show after show. And getting back to Ron Powers, Ron has been with SICW for a long time. He is true blue, and you see now he interjects a little help from a fan there. So it's a good family entertainment, as you can see. You can come out and cheer the good guys or boo the bad guys.
Well, Flash Flanagan's not appreciating. He says, family entertainment, my family jewels have been just destroyed here by your family. What's going on?
Well, the title is on the line here, and as you know, Dr. Drew, when you have that strap, you have the bullseye on you. And whether you're the fan favorite or whatever, that title not only comes along with the prestige and the money, but you got to go out there and defend it each and every time.
Absolutely right.
And Ron Powers has been on the opposite side of that. He's been a champion, and right now he wants to walk out of there tonight with that gold belt. The same as Flash says, I'm going to keep it.
Absolutely correct. And of course, Ron Powers now getting a formal title shot that he could plan for. Of course, recently on Wrestling Explosion, we saw Ron Powers granted a title shot against Flash Flanagan as sort of a last-minute replacement to the injured Cahagas a few months ago. And that match was interrupted by the Travis Cook organization and his henchmen, if you will. So that was a fantastic matchup that did not reach its conclusion just a few months ago here on Wrestling Explosion. So Flash Flanagan and Ron Powers getting a chance once again to settle their score.
Well, and you're right. It's back to the SICW
The
action.
meanness of Flash Flanagan real quick, just stomping on the hands. The bones in your fingertips are very small, so they're a lot more susceptible to break and fracture than a lot of your other bones right there. So that's a really brutal attack from the champion, Flash Flanagan.
Well, and it's smart thinking on Flash if he can injure that hand and he doesn't have to feel it up alongside of his head later on.
Absolutely right, and heck, I'm sure Flash Flanagan would love to fight a one-armed Ron Powers, and that might be what he's going for here.
And again, the crowd is just, they're here, they enjoy every bit of the action, and there's no fans like anywhere other than here in the SICW. And right now, they're trying to get behind Ron Powers, and but you see Flash Flanagan gets back in the ring first, and Ron Powers just rolls back in, but there's the big guy waiting for him.
Well, Flash Flanagan, that's the experience of Flash, not even giving Ron Powers a chance to get the momentum going in his favor. Well, there is just a 2 count there, but we saw just a few minutes ago when Ron Powers would escape outside the ring, try to get a breather for just a second. Flash Flanagan would be right there cutting him off and staying right on him. He's not giving Ron Powers 1 second to breathe because I think he knows what happens if you do, as you see right here.
Yeah, either one of these guys, if you give them the chance, they're going to reverse that on you. Ooh,
Look
big
at that
shoulder
big
tackle.
shoulder tackle right there.
Flanagan finds himself outside on that floor. There's no mats around this. When they fall out there, they're meeting hard concrete.
Heck yeah, that's 2 hits right there. First of all, you get the shoulder tackle, and then you've got the concrete floor waiting for you on the outside. And here's...
Yeah, have a seat. And he continues to just hit him with look like a bottle of water there. So these guys are going to pull it all out. There's no doubt about it. There's our good friend Brian Kelly. You see they're walking around the ring doing some fine camera work for us. Good friend Brian Kelly, MWR.
Very good friend Brian Kelly. And of course, on this evening, this is when we were celebrating Bill Apter and his accomplishments. And Brian Kelly's, he's our Bill Apter here in the Midwest. And he's SICW's very good friend. And we always appreciate Mr. Brian Kelly joining us in the East Fond du Lac Community Center.
Fans, don't forget, Saturday night, November the 14th, we're going to be at the Swansea, Illinois Fire Department for a fundraiser. Tickets are on sale. You can go to our website, or you can stop by the Swansea Firehouse. If you live there in that area, they'll have tickets available there. It's a fundraiser for our first responders. We were there last year.
Absolutely.
And they've asked us to come back, and we're big about helping our first responders. So.
Absolutely right. And, you know, we had such a great time in Swansea last year that it's an absolute honor to be able to return and assist the great community that is so great at supporting us. So it's an honor. The Fighting at the Firehouse, as Mr. Larry Madison called it last year. So we'll call this November the 14th Fighting at the Firehouse 2.
And you hear this crowd. They're wanting Powers to get in and move here, and he did.
There we go. Ron Powers channeling that energy being sent his way from the East Carondelet faithful. Look at both these men.
As you can see, this night was such a special night. Not only did we have Brian Kelly there from the NWR, Scott Roma made the trip in all the way from Indianapolis, another photographer. Bill Apter gave him his first photography job. And when he found out that Bill Apter was being inducted into the Hall of Fame, he called and said, hey, can I come down and photograph the whole show? And so we're attracting these professional photographers from all over. So
well, that's fantastic. We appreciate Mr. Roma being able to join us. And I know he's not the only person who crossed state lines to make sure that they were here with us to celebrate the St. Louis Wrestling Hall of Fame.
No, and I'll tell you what, I would be amiss if I didn't mention our good friend Mick Karch from Minneapolis and Darla Skaggs. I mean, they drove from Minneapolis.
Absolutely, and it is fantastic to have them.
Oh,
holy cow.
Referee Denny Thomas down.
That ring is a dangerous place for anyone, folks, and there you see why. Flash Flanagan playing the matador to the charging bull of Ron Powers, but referee Denny Thomas suffering the effects. Flash Flanagan taking advantage of this momentary sort of free-for-all here.
I'm going to tell you, referee Denny Thomas is out. He took that blow from Ron Powers.
Ron Powers catching Flash Flanagan with that RRJ. And holy cow, ladies and gentlemen.
We got a new
for
champion.
For the 3 count. That's referee Jay King calling for the bell. Ron Powers with the 3 on Flash Flanagan.
Right here, Ron Powers is thinking he is walking out of there as the SICW champion.
Holy cow. For the second time, he's regained it. It's been years since he's had his hands on this title.
And look at the crowd. The crowd is in support. My good friend Peggy and Jerry standing there to the left. They are excited.
There's referee Denny Thomas coming too. What's he doing? What's going on? Denny Thomas was kind of squished in the corner inadvertently by Ron Powers. And here's Cahagas.
The Tokyo Monster has entered the ring attacking Ron Powers, and he's taken the belt. He says he wants the belt. And now, Flash Flanagan attacking Cahagas, and he grabs the belt.
The official results, Flash Flanagan retains the Classic Wrestling Championship.
Folks, Denny Thomas had reversed the decision. The official referee disqualified Ron Powers for their collision in the corner. And it looks like Flash Flanagan has won this match via disqualification and retained his title.
And Ron Powers is left laying in the ring. But no, Cahagas is coming back in with a chair.
This is Cahagas now, of course, due to the actions of the Travis Cook organization.
Oh, Red River Jack.
Chaos in the East Carondelet Community Center, folks.
And now Red River Jack coming in to rescue.
And there's Big Daddy. What is going on? Everybody's getting themselves a piece of the action in this main event scene.
And now Cahagas on Big Daddy. Oh, what a chair shot.
Red River Jack trying to intercede on behalf of his manager. My goodness, and there's Red River Jack chasing away Cahagas. Chaos in the East Carondelet Community Center. Wrestling fans, join us November 21st in the East Carondelet Community Center as for the first time ever, SICW features a triple tornado tag team match. The 3 teams, Flash Flanagan and Heath Hatton. Another team, Chris Hargis and Cahagas. Team number 3, Ron Powers and Red River Jack. Which team will pick up the victory? That's November the 21st in the East Carondelet Community Center. For tickets, 618-286-4848.
Let Custom Truck Upholstery give your vehicle a facelift. Visit us on 707 North 20th Street in East St. Louis, Illinois. Custom Truck Upholstery merges old world craftsmanship and attention to detail with the latest in modern technology to make your car, truck, boat, or motorcycle look like new. Call Custom Truck Upholstery at 618-875-9850.
Belleville Mechanical Incorporated is the place to go for commercial and industrial heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigerating work. Their Union Sheet Metal shop is the most modern, well-equipped in southwestern Illinois. Their work on the SIUE Engineering Building won Belleville Mechanical the Madigan Special Merit Award for new construction. Call 233-0081 for information. Belleville Mechanical will fabricate ductwork and custom fittings to your specifications. The highest union quality, superb workmanship, state-of-the-art equipment. Contact Belleville Mechanical.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Ron Powers. Mr. Powers, for the second title opportunity in a row, you were screwed out of your shot by outside interference. This time, Cahagas barging in, interrupting your title opportunity against Flash Flanagan. So, what we're going to do, November the 21st, right here in the East Carondelet Community Center, a pretty unique tag team is going to happen. We're going to do a triple tornado tag team match. There's going to be 3 different tag teams at the same time. On one side, champion Flash Flanagan teaming up with Heath Hatton. Other team, we have Chris Hargis teaming up with Attila Khan, of course, Travis Cook's guys. And on the other side of the ring is yourself and an interesting tag team partner from what I understand.
Yeah, you know, it's about the only guy in this organization I can trust. And that man that I'm tagging with is Red River Jack, one of the baddest men in the area. You know, this tornado tag match is the first time in my 30-year history in this sport that I've ever competed in a match like this. I look at the teams. You got Flash and Hatton. Yeah, Dumb and Dumber. You know what I want to do, Drew? What I want to do is take a chair and bash both them guys in the head and put them both in a coma. And right around the time I'm getting out of prison, they're going to be coming out of that coma. And I'm going to be standing there with that chair and I'm going to do it again. And as far as Hargis and Cahagas, Hargis, I've gone through men bigger than you just to buy a woman a drink. And as far as Cahagas, you know, I went through my closet today and I couldn't find a shirt that's more fitting than what's on the back of this one. Cameraman, zoom in. You see, Cahagas, December 7th, 1942 was the first time your country did that to us. To me, it was October 17th, 2015 was my Pearl Harbor. I'll tell you what, you stepped on the wrong toes. I don't care where you're from. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how much you weigh or what a badass your reputation says that you are. You're not going to meet anybody badder than me. The bottom line is this is SICW. I am the king of the hill. I don't need a title around my waist to tell these people who's number one. I don't need Mr. Announcer here to introduce me as a champion because to me, in my mind, and them people's minds, I won that title fair and square. I beat him. As far as how Flash wants to deal with this and wants to cope with this, I could care less. He could whine to Herb Simmons all he wants. Herb is a politician. He's going to make things right. He's one of the best politicians in this area, and I stand behind him 100%. If this is the match you want, Herb Simmons, you got it. The one man I can trust, Red River Jack's on my side. Watch out. Godzilla's coming.
SICW is pleased to welcome as a new sponsor Warma Witter Chrysler and Associates Inc., independent insurance agent specializing in public entity insurance. For all your insurance needs, contact Bradley J. Chrysler at 618-632-7555, extension 806. That's 618-632-7555. When it comes to customer service for your insurance coverage, let Warma Witter Chrysler and Associates assist you.
Join us November the 14th at the Swansea Firehouse as we benefit the Swansea Fire Department. Flash Flanagan defends the classic title against the Night Train Gary Jackson, plus a Firehouse Battle Royal with everyone in the ring at the same time. Plus Jake Durden and Iron Man Ken Casa in action, plus many more. That's November the 14th in Swansea Fire Department. For tickets, call 618-286-4848.
this match was scheduled to be the old school warrior Chaz Wesson against the very controversial Iceman.
That's a good point. That's who Chaz Wesson thought he would be competing against when he arrived in the East Carondelet Community Center on this evening.
So Iceman calls at the last minute, had an excuse. I couldn't validate it one way or the other.
Could you say the Iceman had cold feet?
I don't want to say that, but
sorry.
We'll let people interject their own thoughts there. But Chaz Wesson was very upset. He said, I want to have a match tonight. Baracas was there, a young man that is coming into the SICW, going to be a force to be reckoned with, just the size of him as you see him there.
He is a beast.
So Chaz Wesson says, I'll take anybody on. And so I put Baracas in there, and this is going to tell you, Chaz Wesson, as you said, old school warrior, been around a long, long time, good friends with Keith Smith and the Smith family. A special night for him to be here also. So right now, Baracas may not be so happy to be in this match.
Absolutely correct. Well, Chaz Wesson, he was ready to go, and that's just a testament to the old school ways, as we call it, the old school warrior, because he showed up thinking he was going to fight a man who's nearly 200 pounds lighter than this monster Baracas. So Chaz Wesson had to sort of call an audible and come up with a new game plan, although his game plan is likely pretty much always the same. Go out there, as you see there, hit really, really hard, and just fight his butt off, as the old school warrior is known to do.
Well, the Iceman from Kansas City is a force to be reckoned with himself. He has been around a long time and has had victories all over the Midwest. And him and Chaz has had a problem since they're at the SICW. So we definitely have not heard the end of the Iceman and Chaz Wesson saga. In fact, so on November the 21st, right back here at the East Carondelet Community Center, I have demanded that the Iceman appear here, and he will go one-on-one with the old school warrior Chaz Wesson.
Well, I know some people speculated that that's why he did not make it. He conveniently called, and I think he had some car trouble or something like that, but who knows, he might have gotten word in that he had another tussle in store with the old school warrior Chaz Wesson, and who knows, I know there's been speculation that that's what made him, and who knows, I wasn't there. Maybe he has legit reasons to not be here, but the Iceman not able to evade the challenge of Chaz Wesson because, as you said, November the 21st, we're going to see that match one more time.
And right now, Chaz Wesson may be thinking, what Herb Simmons do to me here?
And this Chaz Wesson may be much worse for wear on November the 22nd, as Baracas is kind of having his way with him, dragging him into the corner.
Big man going up in that corner. Oh, slips off of that middle rope.
Baracas losing his footing on that middle rope. Chaz Wesson using that as an opportunity to get out of the way. And oh my God, Chaz Wesson with a power slam on the 330-pound Baracas. Going to the top, what's he doing here?
You talk about a guy who can high fly.
Capitalizing with that cross body block. Picking up the 3 count. That's why we call him the old school warrior. Wrestling fans, join us November 21st in the East Carondelet Community Center, as for the first time ever, SICW features a triple tornado tag team match. The 3 teams, Flash Flanagan and Heath Hatton. Another team, Chris Hargis and Cahagas. Team number 3, Ron Powers and Red River Jack. Which team will pick up the victory? That's November the 21st in the East Carondelet Community Center. For tickets, 618-286-4848. And ladies and gentlemen, it is SICW's honor to show you one more matchup. We'll call this a special engagement.
Every show that you are able to attend. So on behalf of SICW, we wanted to give you a little token of our appreciation. It says SICW presents the Missouri Wrestling Revival MWR to Brian Kelly and Bray Renee Tallman for your years of support of professional wrestling 2015.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Herb, for everything that you have done for us here at SICW. It has been a wonderful time each and every time we come to East Carondelet. I would like to thank all the wrestlers for their support, and I would also, most importantly, like to thank the fans for supporting Missouri Wrestling Revival. Thank you, everybody. DeBray, I just wanted to tell you that I cannot find the words to tell you how much I truly love you. For the past 10 years, we have created memories that's going to last a lifetime. I am so proud to call you my girlfriend, and I would love to call you my wife. Will you marry me?
For music and fun, the place to party is Pop's nightclub and concert venue in Sojay. From Bruno Mars of the first U.S. tour of Nickelback to Flogging Molly or the Insane Clown Posse, 30 years of memories pack Pop's concert venue, with more made at every new show. And there's a party at Pop's nightclub every night, a melting pot of friends enjoy the best in dance, rock, pop, and top 40 music until 5:30 a.m. Plus add a full game room. Check out all the action at popsrocks.com. Then and now, the place to party is Pop's in Sojay.
From the World Series champion Tigers in '45 to the Gateway Grizzlies to the '03 State Tournament Belleville East Lancers. A tradition in baseball and an even longer tradition in fine furniture and service. Miller Furniture, 1004 East Main in Belleville.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us for this week's SICW Wrestling Explosion. First of all, congratulations to the newly engaged couple, Mr. Brian Kelly and Dubray Tallman of Missouri Wrestling Revival. And as you saw, folks, chaos in the main event scene here at SICW. How will things play out? Stay tuned to SICW Wrestling Explosion each and every Sunday here on Charter Cable at 12 noon.